The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Here we go.
The Niners take over first down 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Here we go.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Under 10. Hey, alert 3. Take 4.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Under crush. Hey, 11.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Cousins and the Vikings with a first and 10 at about the 32. Following the interception, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. Nick Bosa. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here third and long. Third and long for Cousins. And he's going to go down again. Dee Ford, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense.
Here we go.
First and 10.
13. SOS. 21. 21.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 72 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big play ability.
He certainly does, and not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's got some space here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 38 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Bailey. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the... The 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
You don't want that. Stick. White. Crunch. 11. Check 26, check 26. Out. Set hut.
Garoppolo now. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Cousins, and a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
That's it, baby. We go work.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. Leave it. Bring up 48.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Cousins. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that takes us from second to third down.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And he finds Cook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Throwing, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. Cousins gives way to Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Cousins now from the 50. Going deep for Diggs. That's caught inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Cousins now. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown here in this first half. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bailey got the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Come on. 11. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Check 3.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll be brought down right around the 37th. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Here we go. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
Yeah,
they?
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
Vikings 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Cousins to throw it. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. Something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Hey, flipper.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Bandit. Alert. Rhino. Alert 3. Check 3.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 20-yard touchdown. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now Cook, and not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Cousins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
From just shy of midfield, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. All even as we get ready to start the fourth.
Check 56. I'm coming for you. You might.
First down, here's the run with Cook. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
49ers 36-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19.
First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cook. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw now. Cousins to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Bailey got the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
65.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 72 yards, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes.
The receivers have been running them ragged, maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
Critical extra point up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On first down, Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the carry, it's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Show it.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
On the stop. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And with just inside the 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job to